This particular trick I'm going to show you is about creating drum fills. Everyone asks me about how to make good drum fills. I got a trick that's going to make it really easy for you. Let's listen to the groove here, locator 3. You'll notice I've got some drums up here. Fills are right here. Here comes the drum fill. The way that I pulled that off, we're going to be able to see it again here in a sec. I got the simpler in slicing mode. It's a random drum break in there. Here comes another drum fill. Notice how I mute everything else out. So yeah, this is a technique that's real tasty and pretty easy. You can just make a simpler on a MIDI track. Just load one of those on, get it from your browser in the instruments folder, and then find any old drum break that you can and throw it on in. This is my boy Sammy Knox over at Doghouse, our Denver Slam Academy location. We were with Mr. Bill recording some drums, got some nice fills, but they were all chopped and warped all weird. So I wanted to take a little time to really refine them and make a sequence that actually felt cool to me. So the way that I did that was, I guess I'll just demonstrate it. Let's go ahead and head over to a new session and build one from scratch really quick. Just make sure you got that workflow on lock, so to speak. So again, I'll just start by hitting Shift-Command-T to make a new MIDI track, and then I can hit Command-F and type simpler, arrow down, enter. As a matter of fact, I can take any audio file and drop it into the device window of a MIDI track, and it will create a simpler for me. And in this case, now I can go to drum fills. Like I could just look up drum breaks. You know, there's all sorts of drum breaks and drum fills in your library. Probably find one. That's a really nice one. I'm going to go ahead and grab that and drop it in. Now I've got this really tight little groove on here. I can go ahead and hit the middle C key, and I'll be able to realize that my I got that whole thing in the simpler, and that's tight, but now I just simply switch it over to slicing mode. Now that I've got it in slicing mode, starting at C1, so I got to go down 2 octaves, I've got each of my hits. I already like that. Like, look, I can just play this now. I'm going to slow that tempo down a little bit. Look at that. New pattern. I mean, just endless possibilities here, but if I just quantize those, get rid of that metronome. Now I could start doing fun things with this. Go into the simpler controls. You probably heard that little filter sweep in my breakdown in my previous track. I'm going to modulate this thing. That's just the beginning. If I went ahead and put an arpeggiator on there, we could even do more fun stuff. I could try a randomizer. I could do lots of cool stuff with this. Let's try this thing out. I'm going to even put a little note length in front of this. This is kind of a separate set of techniques now. This is just going to be about using MIDI effects. Get that fade out on the simpler to make sure we're not getting weird gate sounds. I can make my velocity decay too if I want to give it a little more liveliness. So now the second or third hit is going to be softer. go ahead and play around with that filter one more time. I was thinking bandpass would be tight. Take this out of retrigger mode. I mean, this is just gold, right? Now you use a kick drum and then you're all set. Let's start with maybe 100 BPM, do a little cut time feel over here. I'm actually going to put this on my acoustic kit. I mean, it's just drum magic coming out of that simpler in slicing mode, especially when you incorporate some MIDI effects into the mix. So yeah, this has been your host, James Patrick. Always fun. You can hit me up, jp@slamacademy.com. I've been an abled and certified trainer since the dawn of time, and I'm excited to share some more nuggets with you. So hit me up and have fun with these things.